Okay, this is Morty again, and I'm going to show you a quick video on a nice EXP spot where I really haven't seen anybody try to experience here. It's probably for Necro 51 plus if you have Splurt and Envenom Bolt. That'll carry you a lot of the way, but, really, I recommend being probably finishing off your 50s with this level 56 plus, because really you can do, level 50 to 56 in, um, Fell with A and get that nice Zem bonus, then come over this way. So, I did a previous video on getting your Paineel faction. Once you have your Paineel faction and can get your key, you can come down the elevator. Here's where the elevator is, and we'll take you to the camp. So it's in the banking area. You just come down these two set of stairs and go through the doors. Go through this gate here and take a left through this teleporter. And this is the bank area. The bank is over here. Here's the bankers. And the camp is under this tunnel, and it's these guys in this room here. There's 5 of them, and they're on a 20-minute spawn timer. They don't social with the regular guards here like your Lash. They do social with the pathing, guard captain, so you have to be a little bit careful when you're using this technique. I just want to go over pulling the mobs, how many hit points they have, um, that kind of stuff. So they're level 50, so you can use what a lot of people don't want you to do on raids is sit and send pets because it'll draw the pet to the caster. So, we can use that to our advantage here to pull them out of that room. So I have my bar set up with Splurt and Venom Bolt, Dooming Darkness, Spook the Dead, and Vexing. This is level 57. So, you would just use like Bond or something like that, uh, if you're lower level. And I'll show you how to do the pull. So these mobs don't have any loot. That guy shows he has a loot, but he doesn't. So we'll just target this guy. He's level 50, has 9,500 hit points. So that's one of the drawbacks about here is that they're high life. They don't social. They don't cast spells or anything. You just want to use a lower duration fear because if they get feared through this teleporter, they often run this way, and there's some GMs in this building that will assist them. So you don't want that. That's another reason why I have the route up. And then we're gonna pull them back to this area, and this is where I do the fear from. If they go through this teleporter, they'll start running to this door or through the gate. If they run through this door, they'll come this way and they can social some GMs there. So you just want to be careful with that. It's not doesn't occur very often, so I wouldn't really worry about it. Have your feign death up; it's fine. So we got Arch M targeted. I sit back here, pet attack, and he'll aggro the pet, and then I just or sorry, he'll aggro me. Then I stand up and he aggroes the pet. So then I splurt because it's low aggro, and then dooming, and he should aggro me from this dooming. And then I start moving this way. See if I can get off an Envenom Bolt. Maybe not. Okay, not a big deal. Come back to this corner. Start Spook the Dead. Now he's running again. And Venom Bolt. Start casting the Vexing. If he goes through the porter, but I've already targeted him, it'll still go off. So that's good. He took that turn. That's great. Fear wore off, so I can come back this way. Cast another Spook the Dead. I'm not even in liched form, so I guess it's one bad thing about this area. Where'd my pet go? Just get another dooming on him. Fear wore off again. Come back to this corner. You know, when I was doing this before, I had to be real careful about pet damage, because it was before the changes that were made. Um, Now, if you do any kind of damage, you don't have to worry about your pet stealing EXP. So that's really it for this spot. The one thing about these guys is because they're undead is that when that fear wears off, they'll still have social, or sorry, still have aggro on you. But you can see that he doesn't social discard right here at all. I'll do another pull with Lich after this, just to give you a better example. You can use regular fear. You can use invoke if you want to. It's just invoke is gets a little bit dangerous with how long the duration is. And I'll show you they don't have any loot. So we can go back here and target that guy. You can also set up macros with the mob names so that you can just sit out here, never run into that room and attack. But I'm lazy, so I didn't do that today. So he comes out. We'll do splurt, then dooming. Also, like turn your taunt off on your pet so that um, he doesn't accidentally take aggro from you. Oops, I feared that guy way too soon. I'm not used to using the spook the dead because I have a fear staff, and that's what I used the whole time before. So it's a little bit interesting trying this new spook the dead technique for me. If you have zeal, you can see the damage dealt through walls there. It's pretty nice. The cast time on spook the dead is pretty nice. It's only 2 seconds, so you can really kind of let it go there. I'm not even, I'm not even being cautious about my mana or anything, just doing whatever. So you guys can really, use your own timers and decide what the best spells are for you. I was just using these as an example and getting through it pretty easy. So looks like my fear wore off again. They can hit for a lot. Can't remember. I think they can hit for up to like 200 damage. So it shows that he has a loot, but he doesn't have a loot. So that's it for today. Just wanted to show you this spot. There's 3 more in there, so you can get 5 in 20 minutes. And there is another one that you can come up and aggro. Where is he at? This guy, the Tormented Soul. But he also can he can path some weird way if you're pulling him from here. And I got some nasty aggro from something. I can't remember what when I tried it before. But the Tortured Soul's another guy. You just have to be careful because these guys do have a faction hit for Paineel. It's just one point of faction. So if you go outside and kill some kobolds, you can recoup that faction pretty easily. So again, that's it for today. A nice little off the beaten path experience spot. Um, if you have your Paineel faction, check it out. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. See you in the next video.